Hello Pisces, and welcome to your weekly reading. I hope that you are doing well. It's been an interesting week so far and we're just getting started. So I hope that you are handling the energies well. We're in extreme, intense emotions through this week as I'm reading this on Martin Luther King Day, January 16th. We have the sun in a conjunction with Pluto, which is asking us to really dig deep within ourselves and get honest with ourselves about many things, but mostly what's been a burden internally. And then we also have Mercury going direct on the 18th, on Wednesday. Mars is direct, but still standing still, so energy still stagnant for a lot of people, but the emotions are running high. And then we have Venus in a square with Uranus, so there's a lot of unexpected emotions that are arising within our relationships, and that can be pretty intense. We have a new moon. Things are going to fizzle out by the end of the week, the intense emotions anyway. And we have a new moon in Aquarius as the sun moves into Aquarius over the weekend, and also Uranus going direct, which then makes all planets moving forward, all of them. And typically we only have all planets moving direct for only like a week, 2, maybe 3 at the most. We're going to have all direct forward motion for about 3 months. So, Pisces, lots of exciting things about to happen. We're just still working through the emotional baggage, working through the emotional turmoil maybe even, or just things that internally have been negative self-talk. We'll see what comes up for you. Excuse me. Lots of energy to contend with. So be aware of that. Be aware of the intense, heightened emotions as well. So we're going to start off. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Pisces. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Sorry, I don't know. I had been talking to somebody on my device earlier. Leave the rest if it's not resonating for you, and check with your moon or rising sign if you know it, or keep it in your back pocket, because as Mercury goes direct on Wednesday, that's a big light switch or light bulb going off. Like, we're suddenly going to get clarity. Others are going to get clarity. Big aha moments. So if it's not making sense at the time you're watching this, it may make sense in the next few days, next few weeks, next few months even. So we have North Node for you, Pisces, destined to have your forward motion, the direction you're headed, your destiny. The head of the dragon. Yeah, a lot of new opportunities, a lot of newness will be opening up after this new moon. So, you know, work out whatever's working out for you, whatever's, you know, coming to the surface, arising emotionally. Work through it, go deep, get down to the root of it. In all areas. For me, I did like a whole journey from last night to this morning, going back to the crime scene where certain areas of my life, in different aspects of my life, you know, I had an impact, and a traumatic impact, and I had left a piece of me there in childhood on up, and I went back and retrieved those pieces of me. And I'll tell you what, boy, oh boy, do I feel way better. So you may be asked to do the same. And this could also happen through dreams. But let's see what comes through for you. A lot of deep inner truths, deep realizations. This is the time for self-mastery for many people. We have self-expression for you. Get yourself in a good space, emotionally, mentally, physically. We have responsibility. So that when we have the new moon, you can have new energy, new intentions to put out there, new opportunities, new experiences, forward motion on all planets. And we have a comet. We've got so much going on. Reflection and personal growth. Spirituality below that. So you may have been going through some experiences and also reflecting back on certain experiences that you've had that were challenging or enlightening, transformative. This is Pluto we're talking about. Very intense, very impactful, very transformative. Changing something from this alchemy, also changing something from one form to another. This could be thought forms, this could be in the material, could be emotions. But it is our responsibility, especially when we are more awake and aware of our energy and how energy transfers and how we put out there. What you put out, you get back. As within, so without. If that helps anybody. Okay, let's keep going here. Been doing a lot of channeling today, Pisces. So this may get deep. I don't know where it's going to go. We'll just see. Wow, okay. We have trapped in fear and conflict and defeat. So this may be some of the subconscious things that are coming up for you as far as how you express yourself, how you put yourself out into the world. Oops. Okay, interesting. Bear with me. Lots of strange things going on today. But there's something that you're missing, Pisces, that has you trapped in fear. There's a fear. There's a part of you that you must go back and retrieve. Just like I was saying earlier, there's something had happened to you when you were younger, and it had to do with how you express yourself. And whatever it was, it had you shut down your expression because it generated a lot of fear. You left a piece of yourself at that age, at that place. So mentally, emotionally, try to go back, or maybe the cosmos is working with you now, or will be working with you to reflect back on those things. Like, why do I have this fear? And it will like appear, because otherwise, every time you try to go forward in life towards your destiny, it seems like it's conflicting, like it's always, you feel defeated. It's because of this missing piece of yourself. See, I told you I would go deep. Right off the bat, it's a deep week. And even if you're watching this, it's not even January and it's resonating for you. Energy circles back. It's not a straight linear line. So if you resonate, the message is for you. All right. Yeah. And acknowledging also, Pisces, that it is your responsibility for your happiness, also for your energy and the passion that you ignite within, how you express yourself. It is your responsibility for the energy that we put out, as well as our passions, getting our fire lit and keeping that flame alive. This is also your connection, staying connected to whatever spiritual aspect of life that you connect to, whether it be nature, whether it be angels, whether it be, I mean, everybody has their own source, to connect to their own source of energy. It's your responsibility to stay connected, because it doesn't feel good when we're not connected. I'll tell you what, when we're disconnected, that is when we are stagnant, we are tired, we may feel angry, and we may feel scared or sad or depressed, and we're seeing everything in a negative light or a dark way. And that's okay if you come back out of that and you recognize like how certain parts of the brain will like perceive things a certain way. And those are also good things to be aware of and understanding within yourself, so that you can change that around too. We're going towards the North Node here. It's going to be desperately needed in this world. The more people who can keep their flame lit and alive, the better. The collective will start lighting up more and more, the more of us that keep our flame lit. But if we can't keep it lit, they're not going to keep it lit, and we're just going to keep viewing the world as a dark, dismal place, or a hard place, or a scary place, or whatever it is that, like, wherever you go to when you're not connected, when your fire is not lit. Okay. I'm hearing the Olympic torch. Okay. All right. Beautiful. So this may be an awareness that you already have. As far as doing that reflection, that even soul retrieval or retrieving parts of yourself, you're reflecting. And that's beautiful, because that's changing the energy. You're having the strength. You're having the power to go deep within, to recognize and understand your energy and what you project out, what is being projected back to you or reflected back to you. This is also speaks of the strength card, power. This could also be linked to those power and control dynamics that will also be coming up within relationships throughout this week with Venus and Uranus. So be mindful of that. You hold the power within. Are you going to be reactionary, or are you going to be responsive? There's positive movement forward here, Pisces. A lot of positive movement forward for you. As far as your personal growth, solitude, important through this week to do that inner work, that self-reflection. Because once we do, when we clear the pathway, better be ready. Another big message that I got for collective energy is we're all being checked. Are you ready? Because we are needed. Are you ready for what's next? And it's exciting. It's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of moving parts in many multiple aspects of life. All planets direct. While Pluto is moving into Aquarius, briefly, to give us a taste of the age of Aquarius before it retrogrades back into Capricorn until the end of the year. But still, these next 3 months are key for us all. Very important. More important than I can even stress. So let's keep doing the inner work, all of us. Let's keep our light lit. And that's exactly where you're at. You're getting there, Pisces. You're doing the work. You're committed. You're connecting. And you're finding balance there. And you're ready. This is a card that says, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for what you're going to send to me. Sunshine, or whatever she's praying to. Yeah, the sun. I'm ready. I'm ready to give the expression that I was born here to give. Energetically even. It doesn't have to be that you're going to like speak or write or anything, but this is just how your energy flows. So pay attention to what you focus on. And there are going to be periods of time through this time to be mindful of too. There's an ebb and flow of this energy. So as we have this forward movement towards the future, towards our north node, towards our destiny, there's also a pull that is tempting to be pulled back into the old familiar ways. That's always going to be the case, but the more we grow and evolve and learn, even if we get pulled back, they're like, oh, no, I see where you're going. Nope, let's just keep going this way. And eventually it'll stop. You won't be going back and forth anymore. Prince of Pentacles. It's also our responsibility to maintain our composure, our dignity, to pay attention to the strategy of where life is flowing to us. Pay attention to what it is that you have already received and accomplished, how far you've gone from where you have been. It may have seemed like a slow ride, but the outcome is well worth all of it. And the more you reflect back, the more you're going to get out of what you may not have picked up, what you may have skipped over through parts of the journey that you wanted to just race through to get to something that felt better. Trust yourself. Have confidence in yourself. You got this. This guy looks pretty confident to me. The Magician. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords in this card really speaks to me of disconnection. Disconnection from others. Not being able to fully have a true, deep connection that is needed here. But you're coming out of your shell. And as you come out of your shell, others will be coming out of their shell. We can't push and force in all of that. This is just naturally how I'm reading this. And you are feeling pretty good within yourself. Some people are just mentally somewhere else on their journey at the moment, and that can be kind of, you know, sad. Sometimes they sort of fall off into other places, but they come back. And if they don't, they're not meant to. The Magician. Reflection. The Magician here speaking to me of what I was talking about before, and how we create, even through our thoughts and emotions. That reflection comes back to us and shows us in many ways. But we have to be present to what it is that we're picking up and how we're reading it. There's a lot of positive movement forward as far as what you will be creating for yourself going forward. There's a lot of deep inner truths coming up to the surface of it's the universe's way of really preparing us so that we don't create things that we have in the past, that we don't create separation. When we become unified within ourselves, we start to attract, and it becomes a ripple effect for others naturally. But we also attract to us those that are the same. And it may have seemed like a very long time You may even be missing someone. However, that time alone was so important, not just for you, but for others, so that we can gain more insight on ourselves and how we relate to each other. Are we accepting our uniqueness? And are we accepting others for their uniqueness? Or are we on the shadow side where either someone is trying to change us or have us think and believe and act the way they do, or vice versa? Confluence. So there's a lot of personal growth here going on. The Devil. Let me get one more on the Devil. Yeah, whatever had you trapped in fear and just caused a lot of frustration as far as how you felt safe to express yourself. This is like emotional security had been taken away from you. Not feeling fully safe in expressing how you feel to another. Someone or something had you believing something about yourself or about them. There's some trauma there that had you really chained and stuck to, or does, because there's fear, there's defeat. Internally, you have all of this beautiful expression, and this may not resonate for all of you, but this is totally how I'm reading this, and this might be in hindsight, like, yeah, I was really stuck. I was stuck because of the way that, either if you were in a narcissistic relationship with someone and there's a lot of gaslighting, there's a lot of things that can get stuck in the mind about ourselves. I know I had the same experience, and then I was self-conscious about how people saw me, how I was I wasn't comfortable fully being myself because of that experience. But it even went deeper. But anyway, these are life lessons that we go through. And go all the way back. Why is it I don't feel safe being all of me? I must have be left apart somewhere. And this could be a parent, this could be bullying, this could be the world. It's also our responsibility when we do learn these really deep and hard life lessons for ourselves, that we reflect on all of the parts that were involved within ourselves and take the lesson, take the wisdom, and integrate that into our lives going forward. Use that as your tool to move forward, as we are moving forward. This is a completion of a cycle that we're in right now. You're completing a cycle. So take what you can with you as far as tools and medicine and power, and leave. This is also a whole week of letting go. Let go. Believe the best, forgive the rest. Let go of the negativity, the darkness, the fear. Let it all go. Justice with reflection. And in deep reflection, there will be truth. There will be balance. There will be reflection. There will be justice. This Justice card is so interesting because it shows me two parents together holding a baby in a basket. balanced masculine, feminine energy, caring for the new birth. This speaks of deeply balancing your masculine and feminine energy within energy, not gender. Masculine, logical, left side of the mind, logical thinking and doing and productivity and all that. And feminine is more like go with the flow and intuitive and receptive and caring and nurturing, and mesh them together to work together in combination with you, for you. Brings balance. And you may have been, maybe you only had one parent. Maybe in the past you had been either neglected or abandoned. These are deep. It's deep. It goes deep. And this reflection will go all the way back, maybe to things that you don't even fully remember. The Five of Swords. It's caused a lot of disruption, a lot of loss. Maybe there had been some loss, or you had experienced some loss. And just not sure how I'm going to rebuild. That's part of your personal growth. What comes down, the Hierophant below that, whatever comes apart is meant to. Whatever we rebuild is also North Node. And this could be, metaphorically speaking, internally in the mind, swords. A whole story of your life, like coming apart. Or a whole story in your life about loss, tragedy. Maybe you're viewing this. There's something you're holding on to. There's something that you are still holding on to. And it will come. The Hierophant. Those are the lessons. That's the wisdom. That's the learning. That's Chiron also. The wounded healer. Which speaks of our core childhood wounds that then operate and play in weird, wacky ways in our lives. All right, Pisces. Anyway, these are things to let go. I'm telling you, this is the week to let go. This is the week to really touch inward deeply and then let go of the story. Let go of the pain. Let go, let go, let go. Transmute that if you can. If you're not there yet, you're not there yet. Not everybody is through their grief process yet. These are Pisces, I'm going to get one more message for you. A lot of energy just came through. I'm going to get one more message for you to wrap this up. And if you feel compelled to, and you like this video, please click the like button. And also, if you feel compelled to, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I truly am so grateful and appreciative of all of the subscribers so far. I'm blown away, and I am excited to give more on this platform. So thank you, thank you. Okay, here is your last message. Oh, I love this. So whatever it is you're going through another purge. You're going through another purge, another deep realization, a deep reflection, seeing where your part was played in a situation as well. And really coming back to understanding why you had this fear about being all of your true, authentic self, your self-expression. The end of a tough cycle approaches, Pisces. Didn't I tell you at the World card? Yep, completion of a cycle. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So, with that, with reflection, you are getting positive movement forward. Maybe you've had like little glimpses of like what could be. And maybe there's been frustration too, because it's just like it appears and it goes away. Well, hold your vision, Pisces, because guess what? New moons are, and super new moons are powerful. This one in particular, it's all about new. So hold your vision of what it is that you are destined to have. And last but not least, a win-win outcome is forecast. So whatever else you're experiencing here, like I said, it is fulfilling on your end and the other person's end. We're going to be able to really take our lessons, our medicine, our tools, and share them with others. And also, when we change, it's be the change. When we change our mindset, our emotions, our energy towards something new, and we are able to make that complete shift. And it takes time, because then there's all this blind spot subconscious stuff that we don't see, that the universe tries to show us, but we think that it's really just giving us a hard time. Yeah, when we change our energy and that ripples out, we're all connected. So I can't stress that enough, to understand that we are all interconnected in this energy field. So whatever you're putting out there, you're not only getting back, but other people are getting a taste of it too, even if you're not speaking anything. So be aware of that. But that's neither here nor there. Tough cycle is ending, and a win-win situation is forecast. So hold your vision, Pisces. All right, that is the message I have for you this week. Woo, that's a big one. So I'm going to stop here and sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.